Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you how I clean my face. I do this before and after I use makeup, so before I start showing you any makeup tutorials, I am making sure that I show you what I do beforehand to get ready to put makeup onto my face. It will help your makeup sit better, clean out all the impurities from your face beforehand so that it goes on beautifully and evenly and makes you feel better, feel prettier, and you still have very clean skin. So the first thing I do when I clean my face is I use this blackhead clearing scrub. It's just a regular blackhead clearing scrub. Usually I like to use the Noxzema blackhead clearing scrub because I'm old school. I like Noxzema. It works for me. So after that, usually I use a toner, this is a L'Oreal Hydra Fresh toner. It helps to clean out those blackheads to make sure everything is dried and not oily. Afterwards, I will use a moisturizer because you need to keep your face moisturized. You want to dry out your skin with the toner to get that blackhead impurity out of your skin, but you do want to keep your face moisturized regularly. You don't want a dry face going outside during the daytime because your skin will burn, it'll hurt, it'll break, all that. You don't want any of that. So, let's get started. First, I wash my hands of any oils or things that could be on it beforehand, so that's what I'm going to do right now. And usually I like to use very, very hot water, but if you're not into using very hot water, you can use a lukewarm to a very warm. But I use very, very hot water to get deep into my pores. It's usually the easiest and best way for me to get deep into them using that hot water because I get real bad blackheads and acne between my cheeks and my nose. So to try to get deep into that skin, that's hard to get at when you want to pop bumps, which you shouldn't do in the first place. But when you do want to get there, those are the hardest areas to pop bumps from. They hurt the most. So using hot water usually helps to get deep down in there to get that out. So I will take my blackhead clearing scrub and I will put just a dab on my two little fingers, like so, and rub that into my face in a circular motion. You always want to rub in an upwards circular motion. Rubbing in this upward circular motion will keep you from getting wrinkles in your skin, pulling downwards. Rubbing upwards to keep those little laugh lines off my forehead. That's where I get mine. You also want to put some under your chin and on your neck because you do use makeup in those areas as well. So because I do this before and after I use makeup, you want to make sure to incorporate your neck as well when you're doing it before and after, just to keep you in the habit of doing it. So next I will be taking my hot water and washing this off. I have a nice dark washcloth. It's easy to use for makeup because you can't see anything on it. Once you've washed it, nothing shows up back in it because of the way that it is made. So it is the best one, best kind to use for your makeup. This one is actually specially done with the fibers in it for makeup as well. I also sometimes use a scrubby because I do have very bad acne in between here and here, like I was saying, and that does sometimes help to get this blackhead clearing scrub even deeper into the skin. Now, in this blackhead clearing scrub that I'm using, there are also little scrubby balls that are already in it that helps you to scrub that. So here I am washing off the blackhead clearing scrub. This is also the portion in which if I had on makeup, I would be going up around and against my eyelid to get my eyeliner off. So I'm just going to show that here, even though I do not have on makeup today. And no, I do not wear makeup every day. Sometimes I like to have my skin clear. I used to wear makeup every day, and I loved it, but I just don't have the time to do it every day at this point anymore. I wish I did. I do, for the most part, wear mascara almost every day. Here's where I would be cleaning out my eyebrows of any dirt or makeup that I would have had in them. You can also clean your eyelids as well. When I do use makeup, I do not use makeup cleansing pads at all, because I feel these things that I'm doing now as I'm washing my face clear my makeup out good enough to where I don't need to buy extra cleansing pads or oil pads. But if you are having a hard time getting makeup off of your eyelids, of course, you can use just a little bit of baby oil, put a little dab here and there off of your eyelids. It'll come right off just as if you were using one of those little cleansing pads. A lot of those are oily. I don't need a lot of oil on my skin. Some of those are alcohol based, and I don't need to dry out my skin more than I'm going to with my toner at all. So I do not use it. But here I am next about to use my toner. Usually for my toner I would be using a cotton ball, but currently I am out of cotton balls, so I will be using just my wash rag, which is fine. All you need is just a little dab of toner to cleanse your whole face. It doesn't take a lot. But if I was unsatisfied with what my toner would be doing, I would go back with just a little dab of regular rubbing alcohol, take a little bit of that on a cotton swab as well, and make sure to go into the spots of my face that I'm having trouble with. A lot of times if my face is very irritated in a spot, I'll take that, use that. Sometimes I even put that into my bath water when I'm taking a bath to wash away impurities as well, and it's not dangerous. It's very fun to use, so I do use that from time to time, but not usually. So here I am about to take my toner and put it onto my wash rag. I'm just going to use just a little dab from here right on top. Just going to turn it over just like that. You see I have just a little circle of toner that's I'm going to use. And it goes all the way around my face. Now you want to make sure when you are using your toner that you do not get it into your eyes, because it will burn. It does have a little bit of alcohol in it. Mine says it's alcohol free, but they all have alcohol in it. Whether it has a little bit or a lot is a different story. Now mine does only have a little bit because it's supposed to be alcohol free, but it's not. But you can get some that have a little bit more alcohol in it if you're more prone to irritated skin when you use makeup, which is another thing. If you are having very irritated skin using certain brands of makeup, you want to go out and try different brands. You don't want to keep using the same brand just because it works alright to get the look that you want. If it's irritating your skin, you could be allergic to something. So make sure that you try different brands just to see if you're allergic, if something works better for your skin. You want to keep your skin as well up as possible, because putting makeup on irritated skin isn't going to make makeup look good. So lastly, I'm going to use just my little bit of moisturizer here. My moisturizer is oil-free. I am prone to having really oily skin, so I try to get moisturizer that doesn't have oil in it or has little oil in it. You can get moisturizer that has more oil in it. I don't like to. There are some that has just a little bit of in between, like it has a little bit of oil but not a whole lot. So if your skin is oily, you want to try something that's a little less oily, so that when you do put on makeup after you use moisturizer, it doesn't run. If your skin gets dry easily, you want to get something that does have a little bit more oil in it so that your face gets moisturized and it comes out very clean and sleek without, you know, making flaky spots in areas. So I just put a little bit on my 2 fingers, just like that. Going to rub it in around my face everywhere. Just like that. So also, with doing your makeup, make sure that you put some moisturizer on your neck as well. You can put just a little bit under your eyes. Try not to get this in your eyes as well. It won't be as bad as toner would, but it still kind of stings. And you don't want anything in your eyes, guys. You want to keep those pretty and perky and not red. So, when you're using moisturizer, you want to make sure that if you're using it before you put on makeup, when you start putting on makeup, like your primer and your foundation, you want to put your primer on between 3 and 7 minutes of having put moisturizer on, because depending on what kind of primer you have, it may start to get flaky or get sticky and run if you put it on before 3 minutes or after 10 minutes. So before 3 minutes it'll run, it'll get sticky and gross and be hard for you to put your foundation on after that. If you've put it on after 10 minutes, usually it starts to flake. Nobody wants the flakes. You want everything to go on smoothly, and then once that's on smoothly, your foundation will go on as smooth as your primer did. So I want everyone to know that I'm having a lot of fun here, and I hope you guys all stay amazing. That's the end of my facial cleanse for you guys, so y'all have a good time. Look out for my next video. And also, follow me on Instagram at amazeme_by_paradise, or find me on Facebook at Paradise Britain. Thanks, guys. Stay amazing.